What's up, Internet? Welcome back. What the heck? Oh. What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blueprints. Why do I have the scepter there? Oh, you know what? Okay, so this episode has been made after a recent update to the game, and I think I did see somewhere in the patch notes that they changed how the scepter works. So I think if you start a room, or sorry, if you end in the room and do the scepter thing, you can now choose. If I pick this up because you know how it was working where every day we just kind of had it be the color we'd already picked. Now I don't think it works like that. Now it's going to start here and we pick it up and choose a different color every day, which is an amazing change I wish we had earlier. Cool. So we're back. We're here. We're live. We're gonna just stay here for a second because there's a lot to do. You know what? In fact, we're gonna switch over to our wonderful handy dandy diagram. So there's a couple of things I wanted to do first before we head into anywhere. Obviously, we have technically some letters left. I think I may have figured out one of them. I was thinking about the T. I think we can do this kind of for all of these, but so especially because we reverse engineered the T, because we pretty much guarantee that this is saying crest. I don't think there's any other word we can do here. That means we have to add a T to one of these one of these words and create an opposite of the other one. I think if you add a T to seed, it becomes steed. So I think that T is correct. Or I know that T is correct, but I think that's what that is trying to get us to do, which is fair play. I think seed and steed is totally valid. So I'm going to delete that one. That's one I did in editing. Now, the other two, I have no idea. This one is supposedly an S. Plans. That makes sense to me if it's plans. It could technically be plant. But these, so it means that this word has to be plural, which means that it has to be an S, unless it's a word that somehow is like deer. It doesn't have a plural with an S at the end. I think it's all but guaranteed it's an S, but I don't see any other version of removing an S here, so it wouldn't be pair. It wouldn't be harp. It wouldn't be axie. Wouldn't be talk, wouldn't be penned. And adding an S to either side doesn't really make sense. So I don't know here. And we were thinking this is a D because it makes the word dying, which I think makes sense. These dying plans forge barren crest among Hiwam blessed. But D doesn't make much sense. Halie. Woo. Right, it's like the problem with the tree is it opens up, because there's presents under it, it opens up a lot of different words for that side of things. On the holiday Christmas celebrate side, apart from it just being a tree that we can kind of name. And book, obviously, there's hundreds of words we could say. We'll come back to this. I'm thinking more about. I feel like this one should be easy. The graph and the spear. Okay. I think what's worked before was this. So we're gonna do our good old friend thesaurus, and I'm gonna just look up spear and see what else it comes up with. Bayonet. No. Bill. Never heard about that. Gar. If it's supposed to be an S. No. Halberd. That's cool, but that's not really what's pictured. Halberd looks a little different. Javelin. Fair. But that adding an S there isn't going to work. That's too big of a word. Lance or lancet. I do have that on there. Partisan, spelled two different ways. Weapon, and pike. which looks... Because if I add an S to it, it becomes spike. Is that it? Because the graph has a... The graph image had like a spike. I don't love that, personally. What is that, the den? I don't love that, but because I know it's an S, I'm kind of fine with it. You know, like the way this sentence is structured, it kind of has to be an S. I just want to figure out what the words they intended me to get are, but yeah, that's not my favorite one. Okay, so getting rid of that, I'm left with what I'm assuming is a D. So we're on foyer. And this would be great to just finish. The problem is I can't really do the same trick here. If I tried to do thesaurus on this, I think I'd get too many options. Just nothing I'm seeing that I wrote is sticking out to me. Like, even with that one, like with the one we just, like, thesaurus, I think if I saw the word pike and immediately saw that that was the right answer. Here, I don't see that. Specifically with the context of it being a D. Is it not a D? Can it be any other letter? A-ing, buying, no. C-Y, no. D-Y, E-Y. I-ing would have two E's, not one, just at the beginning. Fi-ing, no. Guying, hi-ing. I-ing, no. J, no. K, no. Lying. Ooh, lying would be interesting. If it said lying plans, that definitely changes the context of what we're talking about here. If it says these lying plans, that would be crazy. It's not M. Can I add an L onto any of these words? Or remove an L? That would just be a 1L willow. Hoy day. Celebrate. Adding or removing an L. Nove. Journa. Okay. Not with what I have here. Mying, nying, oying, pieing. Q is not going to work. R, rying. S, sighing, spelled wrong. Tying? These tying plans? That doesn't really make sense. Ohm. I'm just looking based on what I have here, obviously, but I think dictionary. Fiction. Tying. All right. U is not going to work. Vying. Vying is a word. Foyer. Book. Tome. Chapter. Do I have any V's here at all? Gifts. Holiday. Fur. Velm. Voke. No. Novel. Fucker. That's it. God damn it. God damn it. Wow, that's really sneaky. So it's Noel and novel. If you remove the V from novel, it becomes Noel. That's pretty good. That's it, though. I mean, that's, again, there it is again. You know it. It's obvious once you have it. So it's actually not, it's vying, not dying. These vying plans forge barren crest among Hewam blessed. These vying plans. As in, because it's a rough draft, so is the idea that they're vying to be the real thing. I think that's maybe what it's referring to. Forge Baron Crest. That's no longer a question mark. Among Hiwam Blessed. I just don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, I don't think it's going to matter even when I do get it, because it's not giving me directions. There's nothing I'm seeing here. Like the other, like I was talking about the puzzles before that would have like the conditionals, the things that we can find that can or do to be able to progress. I don't see that here. I don't know what it's giving me. These vying plans obviously refer to the rough draft atelier thing. Forge Baron Crest, no idea. The Baron Crest is, we've seen that, but I don't know how that has to relate to this map. And then among Hiwam Blessed? Oh, is... You know, it's the thing that I never did. It's the thing that I said I wanted to do for most of my playthrough and never really dug into, which is really learn Arajan. And I'm glad I checked. So that's Arajan. So it's like that, like the clue in the court puzzle, where it like mixed English with Arajan. I think that's what this is doing here. So Hew, H-E-W, means house. And that must mean, yep. So Hiwam means large house in Arajan. Okay. Well, that's something. That's somewhere I wasn't before. These vying plans forge Baron Crest among the big house blessed. Yeah, I was right. Like that's great that I figured out that that's Arajan, but I don't know how that's supposed to help me. These vying plans forge Baron Crest among... Is it saying that I can somehow create a shape that's a Baron Crest? I don't even know. I don't know what I could do with that. Is that the path I have to draw? Okay, we're going to continue. I think the thing I wanted to really just read out continuously is these other passages. So from Prison Pristine, oh, let me write in our... I left a blank in my notes for the dying word because I didn't have it, but now it's these vying plans forge Baron Crest among Hiwam Blessed. Okay, so from Prison Pristine, 3 paths convene. So this is what we figured out the last time, that we have 3 paths, which we were able to do, and the game recognized as a path. It's the orange, the red, and the purple. 3 lines of light, 3 shades for scene. 3 colors to count. 3 colors to count. A sum of 18. The sum of 18 is the part that has been completely throwing me. I have no idea what they mean by a sum of 18. Because none of these paths individually can add up to 18. Now, I can maybe make a run that, like, connects the 3 of them to make it 18. Like, I think that's possible, but there's... in my opinion, I feel like there's too many options. I don't know where I would even start with that. If I started let's start here. If I started with purple and went up here, right? So 1, 2, 3. I guess I can immediately go to orange. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I mean, that's close. Is that kind of what they want, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, that path does 17. How about if we combine from starting from red? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, there's so many paths. The game is better than that. I think that I'm missing something about the 18. Let's just try the orange path just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, because that's going to be too many, because the purple path already is a lot. It's a high number. So the sum of 18 is the thing that I need to figure out, because that clearly I have no idea what to do there. And then the last line of that is, but the one left hidden remains to be seen. That's going to have to do with me finding whatever the true path here is, because the note we got at the end of those 3 routes was, this is not the true path. So we're talking about a route that takes us through these lanterns that is the true path left to be seen. And then the other thing is, through lantern light and sketches, cast a tint of truth. This is formatted weird. I wonder, can we, through lantern light and sketches cast, oh, it rhymes. Hold on. I think the way that it's formatted, the way that we got the words here, makes it feel like it's supposed to be read like this, but it's not. It's supposed to say, and I'm going to write lines in my notes, because there are, yeah, hold on. Through lantern light and sketches cast, a tint of truth to find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light. Through lantern light and shadows past, we seek what's left of the lives we cast. Now, it's the same words, but it does break up where the sentences happen. So the first line is the first 6 words. So through lantern light in sketches cast, a tint of truth to find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, period, a shade of rain to pass the light, period. Through lantern light in shadows past, period, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. So I did think about this, and I'm not sure what to do with this information. But a shade of rain, that phrase, a shade of rain, has to be referring to a Raja. Because it's the rainy country. We figured that out through our sigils. So if a Raja is the rainy country, a shade of rain means purple. So what is it saying with that? So a shade of rain to pass the light. So a Raja is purple. If we're passing the light, does that mean we go through it? So if we see a purple, we go through it? I don't know. And then a tint of truth. Through light. Oh, a tint of. Okay. A tint of truth is blue, because that's all the blue notes. This is the ultimate, like, wrap it up puzzle, I think. This is testing our knowledge about stuff that we've learned before. A tint of truth is blue because all the blue notes. A tint of truth to find our path, meaning to find our path means that that's where it starts, which I've kind of guessed. There's no reason we start with the blue on the first rank and nowhere else, and that's not where we start. So that makes sense. So we start on blue. a hue of wisdom to turn us right. Hue of wisdom. I'm now forgetting all the countries. I'm now forgetting what all they do. Let me pull that back up. Surprisingly, if multiple pages backwards. Oh, well, I actually have it here, don't I? I have it in this document. Cores. Nope, not the cores. Here. I never actually finished this. Oops. Green is nuance. But Costa Rica is academic. Is that what they mean by wisdom? I could see that. I forget what these two are. I mean, we could always check. And actually, we might want to. Maybe we do that. Let's go back. We're gonna go back to the game. Okay, we're here. We're live. We're going back. We're not gonna go into the secret passage. We're gonna go down because there's also some more Ajay boxes that I've been meaning to solve and have not. So let's just reanalyze our moats and our sigils. Do something we haven't done in a long time. And then we will we'll confirm ourselves with all of our different society types, shall we? Our wonderful reservoir. Okay. Oh, goodness. Our little alleyway. Okay, what more Jai boxes do I still have to do? I don't even think I remember at this point. Let's check the notes. Red. Oh, do I only have the one? I think I only have the one. Oh, that's good. So if I just have the red one, which I think we've done enough to figure out now, we need red in all four corners, which means that I need to expand our white stuff a little bit because that'll give us more. That's actually, so those are gonna flip. These can't do anything right now. This one won't. White here will only turn itself off. That's helpful. Move this over. Let's go with that. Let's flip this over. That's just gonna move itself. Ideally, we get white in the center and then nothing else around it. How do I do this? Oh, like that. Okay. So now that I have enough, can I get... I could do that and do that. That's good. Careful about touching these. And now I can flip this side. That's feeling good. What do I do with these? Oh, well, I suppose I can move. Is that going to help? I need to be able to get the center ones out of there. Because right now I have too many. Oh, well, I suppose if I hit... Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I should have hit the center one, right? Yeah, that's how I do it. I have to, like, reframe. I'm going to do it again, but... maybe I have it. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's definitely the hardest one for sure. Okay, well, that's done. That's good. All right, and now let's go back and reanalyze our sigils, shall we? And we'll confirm that we actually did do all of the different boxes. I think we did. I think that's correct. So this should be nuance. Yeah, that one is done. Okay, so moats here. We have that it's windy, it's martial, green. So it's a martial country. I think that's what I was missing on the chart. I'm gonna just put that in on my side. Okay, so it's a martial and it's windy. Still have no goddamn idea how you're supposed to get that. Let's confirm Morajai and Costa Rica as well. Let's do it. Okay. So this should be Morajai. Or no, is this... This is Vera, I'm sorry. This one I have, so let's go back. For some reason I always get screwed up with Vera. Mostly because it just doesn't play a huge role in everything. Like there's the least mentioned, I think, about Vera than any other country. Okay, so what am I looking at here? So we're academic in Costa Rica, which we obviously know. It's orange. It's snowy. And it's roads and carriages. So Costa Rica, roads and carriages. That's the thing I was missing there. And then we need the moat and the weather from Morajai. Okay, so moat is agricultural, and the weather is nothing. It's nothing special. Okay. So now that I have that in there, I can switch us back. Let me zoom this in for you. Sorry, I didn't realize. Okay. Okay, so this is now our completed thing. So if we go back to the puzzle that we're on now, if we say that a hue of wisdom, the only color that's associated with intelligence, other than blue, I guess, is orange. So maybe we say that on orange, which is Costa Rica, it says turn us right. So a right turn on orange. So through lantern light and sketches cast, a tint of truth to find our path. So start at blue. A hue of wisdom to turn us right, orange. A shade of rain to pass the light, Araja, purple. I don't know what the direction is. If it's saying pass it, I'm saying maybe move past it. Through lantern light and shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. Oh, okay, if the lies we cast could be red, if we're using that the truth is blue if we say that red is lies, it's saying we seek what's left. Through lantern light in shadows past is the only part of this I don't understand. Okay, but that's a start. If that's true, that's a start. Let's zoom this back out. So what does that mean for us? If we start here, yeah, but like, where do I even go? Do I go forward? Do I make an immediate... Like, the directions, what... If we go with the idea that red is a left turn, does this first intersection mean I'm turning left at red? Or when I get to a red by going straight forward, I turn left? Right, so if I start here... And now I'm thinking about, like, where does the 18 play in this? It's two completely different pieces of information from two completely different sources, but I'm having a feeling that we'll have to combine stuff here. So a sum of 18, how does that factor in? I'm assuming that the path, it means that the path hits 18 lanterns exactly. That's my guess, but I'm not sure. So if we go with the idea that we go straight until it tells us to turn. So if we go here, we go forward. It says turn left at a red. Okay, we do it. We turn left at red. We're at a library. Now what? Because there's... I could go to the orange, or I could go to the red again. I guess technically if we went out to the library and then we followed the directions again, we'd be going in a loop. So that wouldn't work. So maybe technically we go this way. So if we go up, we'd say turn left at library. We turn right, for whatever reason, towards orange. Which then means if we're following our own directions, we're making a right. So now we're going this way. We go to orange here. We turn right. Go to Cloister. Now here, Cloister is a whole different story. If we exit Cloister out at the west side, we turn left for the red, which takes us back here, which is bullshit. If we exit Cloister and go out the south way, we have to turn right because there's an orange and we hit a wall. So that's bullshit. So right now we're going up into library, up here, into Cloister, and now the only logical step would be to go out towards this direction and make a left. But then once we hit this lantern here next to East Wing Hallway, technically that would mean if we're to be believed that red means turn left, I'm hitting a wall because it's East Wing Hallway. So that's garbage. So something about this is not working. Unless we avoid the rooms entirely. Right, so if it's here at the blue to start, we go up and we see, oh, turn left at red. So we turn here. Now that's orange. Let me hold select. Orange is turn right. So now we turn right at this junction. Red, turn left. Orange, turn right, but I can't. The next right I can turn is through kitchen, which is a green, which we have no directions for. And yeah, then it's garbage, because then we start going to purple, and purple, as per our directions, wouldn't work. There's nothing that it means there. Unless we go back to the idea we had the last time, which is that we try to string together the order of the prism stuff. I don't know how that would factor into this. So if we started at green, like we said we might want to do last time, right? So we do green into purple. up to drawing room, into yellow, into entrance hall red, through pantry to blue, and then from that point we're just taking the orange route all the way around. Which doesn't feel like the answer. That just feels like a weird amalgam of things. That's why I didn't attempt it again here. These vying plans forge barren crest among Hiwam blessed. I suppose I should just do it, right? Let's stop talking about it and let's just start doing it. I almost committed another sin. Okay, here we go. We are good to go. Let's go back to the plans and see what I can do about it. How am I doing on time? We're okay. I'm just going to cut to the secret passage. Here I come. Okay. We've made it. We're here. We're live. So, we know pretty definitively that we're going to have to start this on blue. We start here. Do I go in here? Do I not? Well, for now, maybe let's not. Right? Let's not go inside. Let me pull up my map on the side, though, just so I can follow along at least a little bit. Here we go. Okay. So if I start on blue and then go forward into red, I'm here. I make a choice. If it's saying left, I'm making a left into library. Now, I could also make a left towards the color, right? Maybe it's leading us towards which... So if there's a red to our left, we make the left. That would mean that I go here now. Because yellow I don't have a direction for. Orange would be going right. So if I go here, that would bring me back towards the front. Which then has no direction. So it loops me. Everything loops me. Now, I don't know if this is indicating that I should always go into any room I see. You know, like on the path is the idea that... I mean, because theoretically, the 18... also doesn't necessarily have to it could not refer to the lanterns, but it could refer to the rooms. Because if it meant 18 rooms on the path, that seems more likely. In a 45-room house, getting 18 of them, that seems pretty likely. That doesn't necessarily mean that pantry is the one to start with, but it just means that if we're trying to hit 18 rooms along a route, that feels a little bit more likely than 18 lanterns. Because that would also make sense in the hidden hue thing. 3 colors to count, a sum of 18, but the one left hidden remains to be seen. So the sum of 18 isn't referring to lanterns, it's referring to rooms. And it's saying one hidden room left to be seen. This goes out towards up. Let's see for a second. I mean, we have the time. So let's go, if I take it in here. Right, we know that doesn't change or anything. What is this saying? Anything? This is the same puzzle that was before, so that doesn't change or anything like that. If I went out here and made a left, we're kind of back in the same predicament. But here, if I did do this, and I'm saying I'm following the lanterns as far as they take me until I know a direction, that would make me orange here, which means I'm making a right. Right? And nothing has changed. No, nothing has moved. So here, orange to the right. That's 2 rooms. Let's keep a count. This is another orange. But we're making a right. That's 3 rooms. Left. Observatory. Okay. Okay, so purple, if I'm to believe what it says, I think that means I'm going forward. Okay, so how many rooms is that so far? I've done pantry into gallery, that's 2. Into library, that's 3. Into observatory, that's 4. Into music room now, that's 5. So we're at 5. And it's still working. So this turn right. And now we're here. Ballroom, 6. Purple, 7. Keep going. Keep going. What? Wait, where am I right now? I'm on the hallway. I'm on the hallway. I'm on the hallway. Why? What is here? This is the opposite side of furnace. Whoa. So obviously there's room 46 one. Wow. Okay, that worked. Or at least the game is recognizing that we did something correct. So this switches our stuff. That's fine. This is a oh, we have a pink, so that's helpful. Let's get... Can I get... I want to get... that over here. And that over here. Make that blue. And now... do a handy-dandy rotation. Make that blue. Okay. And... I suppose I could do that. And then take one. How do I fuck with this? Oh, if I get... Oh, that's not gonna help. Shit. If I put this in the center, I can make the blues go here. And that's... no, that's the same problem. No, same problem. Let me reset. Because if I just had this orientation again, it would work. So I need to snipe out the blues and transform what did I do before? Oh, now I'm forgetting. Uh-oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, I made it disappear. Okay, if I rotate. Let's do that again, hold on. Oh, I keep doing that. Wow, this is harder. The pink does not make it hard. Does not make it easier. Let's put it that way. Yeah, that's correct. And then I have to surround this blue with orange. That'll do. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I have to go the other way around. Fuck. God damn. I have to hit blue. So I'm trying to change the orange into blue, which means I need 2 blues surrounding one of these oranges. Oh, God damn it. I shouldn't have reset before, but I think I needed to. I need 2 blues surrounding one of the oranges. So that means I need to rotate this enough because the green is almost always like opposite them. But if I separated them and then I did it again. Rotate it, separate, get a green to the top, switch it. That'll do. Okay, now, same thing, take a blue back down. Nope, wrong color. So I want a blue here on the next... Fuck! I did it again! Okay, but I'm closer. So if I switch, maybe a little bit more methodical about what I'm doing here. Good. Flip back. Yeah, that'll work. Great. Okay, that does it. Now, how do I get... There we go. That was so much easier. Why did that not work before? What is this? Blue. Okay. Okay, if... What does that mean? What does that mean? Why does it mean blue? What, I get it, it's blue. Oh, shit. Do we just, like, keep going through the path? I think that might be what it means. So I'm going to write down the word blue. And I'm going to say that's like in where the furnace should be. Right? That's what we're saying, that the furnace space is where we are right now. We came in the back wall of furnace. That's the entire other section. Now, this is a red lantern, so we should be turning left. And this is a red lantern, so we should be turning left. Now we're in aquarium. With 2 exits, but I'm assuming because we're walking through this, we're going straight. But that's a mistake. So we're gonna go back. That's a red, so let's turn left. Go straight. Gonna continue through this, go straight. And then we hit a yellow, which I don't understand. Now, the question is, does that blue... Because I definitely made a mistake there. What... Does that blue door still exist? It does not. Hoo boy. Okay, so... Does that mean I have to... So there was a door here. We might as well use the rest of this run. If I come out of this room, which I have no other choice to, make a left, follow the same rules I did, and come through this way, I either have purple, which takes me forward into code check, which I can't do, or this route, which leads to my death. Did I ever have to make a choice before? I don't think I did, right? Because I went from pantry to gallery to library to observatory to music room to ballroom to spare room. Yeah, all of those rooms did not give me a choice as to what direction to follow. So once I got out of den, or once I got out of room 46, it's now a choice. We're technically saying, do I have a choice? Am I supposed to have a choice? Yellow is a blockade. I feel like I should go this way. All signs point to needing to go towards this direction, but I don't know. Is there like a trap door down there? That's fun. I know I'm wasting steps, but it's kind of fine. I'm just trying to figure it out. So if I saw that was a dead end, right? And then I took this, go forward, go forward. I don't know what I'd do with the information that this is a yellow. Is there something that I can dictate from yellow? Is it yellow like turn around? That wouldn't work. There's no... It's left, right, forward, and then what other direction could I possibly do? Because then what that would do is that would bring me back. And that would make me left turn into this wall, which doesn't work at all. Actually, I think the most frustrating part about this is that there's positive information. The game gave me room 46. Let's do it again. Just before I call it a run. Like, that's the most positive affirmation the game's given me in a while. That I'm on the right track. That was a blue moon door with a new puzzle. Oh, you know what? There wasn't art in there, I don't think. I don't think there's art in there in the main... Like, in actual Room 46, there isn't the, like, matching letter art, but let's try it again. So, again, blue. If we say we start in pantry, we go in. We say red turns us left, orange turns us right. Orange turns us right. Orange turns us right. Red turns us left. Red turns us left. Purple keeps us going. Orange turns us right. Orange turns us right. Purple keeps us going. Red turns us left. Forward. Forward. Okay, that room is now open. I wonder if there's another exit. Oh, something happened there. It's gonna be nothing out the windows, that's for sure. All the busts are gone. All the relevance of... the country stuff is gone. Ooh! Oh! Oh! Okay, well, that's cool. Hold on. Anything else? I can't believe I didn't think to look in the room more. Holy shit. The last will and testament of me, the Baroness Orave. I, Orave of Mount Holly. Hold on, really quick. The Baroness Orave. I, Orave of Mount Holly, architect mother and reluctant baroness, being weak of body but of perfect mind and memory, thanks be to Orinda, do make and ordain this document to my last will and testament. As I commit my final wishes to paper, may it be done so in the tapestry and color of my life's work, may be written under the tree of creativity and in the shade of truth that has sheltered my loved ones from the villainy of country and countrymen. In that same spirit of defiance, I hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore printed on common hueless parchment. Ha-ha. I first, being somewhat religious, give my soul to Rinna, my ashes to Vea, and my remainder to man, as will be detailed in the pages and clauses that follow this foolishly superstitious passage. In the second order, should my husband, Baron Thomas Sinclair, survive me, I grant to him his choice of sentimental keepsake he may wish to retain in remembrance of me. As our union was never founded on material dependency, I make no provision for his future, nor for my eldest son, Herbert S. Sinclair, as he will, in due course, inherit his father's titles, enterprises, and fortune. However, the estate of Mount Holly, its many floor plans, and storied secrets are mine, and mine alone to grant, and I have neither pledged nor suggested it will be granted to either of my children. Wow. I do, in the third order, bestow upon my youngest son, Simon, my library, including its books, manuscripts, and musings, for I have long believed that Simon, much like myself, finds greater delight in the realm of imagination than in the mundane realities of everyday life. I hope he cherishes these books, for within their pages lie doorways to endless worlds of wonder and knowledge. In the fourth order, one that I suspect will intrigue those I leave behind far more than the previous provisions, I hereby bequeath the entirety of the aforementioned estate, Mount Holly, to the individual that discovers the hidden room that contains the blue pages of this document, hence styled the Blue Testament of Orave. It is my firm belief that the challenge of uncovering the secret far outweighs any other measures of worthiness, and thus I entrust my beloved home to that deserving successor, without regard to the years that may pass or their familial connection to my descendants, who may have incidentally assumed possession of the estate in the interim. In the event that any of my relations or future kin are living on the estate when this worthy successor locates the Blue Testament, measures shall be taken to ensure their continued residence without fear of eviction or forced removal. The estate, being of generous size, is more than capable of accommodating multiple parties without inconvenience. It is with the understanding, however, that preparations for eventual relocation should be made, as such leniency will not be afforded to subsequent generations. I do hereby constitute and appoint my colleague and fellow practitioner of architecture, Quarterus Alicius Aaron of Trinsdale, the exclusive charge and office of executrix of this instrument. If ever the 46th room of my Mount Holly is discovered, and the Blue Testament of Orave be delivered unto her hands, or unto any of her descendants, I do ordain that they shall bear sole dominion and discretion to override and render null any and all prior arrangements heretofore made in my stead or in the name of my seed. I trust in her and the generations that follow her to fulfill this role faithfully, in steadfast adherence to the wishes laid out in the foregoing pages of this document. Lastly, I leave a final message to my worthy successor, you who have reached this final room, you who unearthed these pages hidden amidst the blueprints, buried beneath cryptic words and the prophecies of the past, you who have spent countless days wandering the chambers and passageways of your own curiosity, scouring for clues, hoping for answers, striving for that which you knew might forever elude you, to you for whom satisfaction is a fleeting companion, to you who stands now at the end of your journey, triumphant, exhausted, and justly proud. To you I grant that which, in life, I have given you no other, my esteem, and witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 16th day of April 1952, Orave of Mount Holly. We did it. I don't know what to say. It's now at the point where, like, I don't believe it. You know, like, I don't believe the fact that this is, I mean, this is blue. I don't believe the fact that it's done. I'm not sure anything ever will. Now, what the flaming hell was the 18 thing? Did we, in fact, pass? It wasn't 18 rooms. Was it 18 lanterns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, it wasn't. Oh, they are here. They're just really hard to tell. I would love to definitively say this is the end of this playthrough, but I don't know if I can. I'm gonna call it a day, and we're gonna see if anything changes. Abandoned project on the next episode. Let's talk it out, shall we? Friends and family, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.